I'm Randy. Again, second video of my YouTube pilgrimage, and now I am to be forever known as the Cheap Audio Man. And the only reason I'm the Cheap Audio Man is because the Cheap Audio Dude was actually already taken on Gmail. So I'm the Cheap Audio Man. And I don't mean cheap as in like not good, I mean cheap as in high value. So today, second video, first video we talked about the Klipsch RP600M versus the ELAC UB5 versus the KEF LS50. And the KEF LS50 no longer live with me. They've gone to live with somebody else because I didn't like them as much as the other two speakers. So today, we're going to talk about receivers versus integrated amplifiers. This is a Moon Audio, Moon by Simaudio 240i integrated amplifier. Has a DAC in it, 2 optical inputs, 2 digital coaxial inputs, 1 USB input. It's very heavy and it's very expensive. Well, to me it's very expensive. It lists for $2,500 US and is currently still available. You can go buy it on Amazon. I'm sure you can go find some dealers that sell this too. And what I compared that to was not another integrated amp, but I compared it to a 7.2 channel, what you would consider consumer home, I don't know, 7.2 channel home theater receiver. And you'd think that the 2-channel integrated amplifier that weighs like 27 pounds would just torch the receiver. And yes, it is better. It's a lot better. It's not a lot better. It's better. It's better. The receiver has a cool 2-channel thing called direct mode and pure direct mode in the Marantz NR1711. When you put it in direct mode, it sounds better. When you put it in pure direct mode, it sounds ever so slightly better. When you put it in pure direct mode and you put it up against a dedicated 2-channel integrated amplifier, it doesn't sound as good, but it is not as far off as you'd think it is. So let's talk about the Moon. I did not pay retail for this. I would probably never pay retail for this. But retail is $2,500. Retail on this guy is $800. So this is about 3 times as expensive. Almost 3 times as expensive. And this does sound better. It's fuller. It's a little bit airier. They're both 50 watts per channel though. And they're both 4 ohm stable. This has pre-outs, so you can put it into a more powerful amplifier. I ran it to a subwoofer. So when I A-B'd them, and what I did was I ran a DAC into both of them with split RCAs. And when I A-B'd them, this was a little bit more detailed on the high end. Like cymbal hits were more tactile. You could hear a little bit more air in the background. Mid-range was a little bit fuller, I would call it a little bit butterier. And by all accounts, this is a very highly regarded 2-channel integrated amplifier. It's gotten very good reviews. The thing about it is, though, when you take price into consideration, this is not 3 times better. This is not 2 times better than the receiver. This is marginally better than the receiver, and some people may get angry at me. And even this thing, I was having to run an external DAC because the internal DAC, the USB connection, I would hear pops and clicks. I changed the USB cable, changed the sample rate on the computer, did all sorts of stuff, and it still had pops and clicks. I actually even contacted Moon about it and haven't heard back. Still pops and clicks. So I would say if you're on a budget and you want something and you're going to be doing a lot of listening in the same room as you're watching television, good, decent receiver. I think the Marantz in pure direct mode is about 85% of the Moon Audio. And I don't particularly care for the Moon Audio's DAC. It's not that I don't like the DAC, it's that a $230 SMSL M300 Mark II sounds better than this DAC. It really does. And it has balanced outputs, it has all sorts of stuff. So I today purchased a Anthem integrated 225 amplifier that has way more power than this and sounds way better than this, and was also significantly cheaper than this. So this is up on eBay right now. I'm looking for a new home, and I think the Moon Audio is going to leave me. What am I keeping? It seems to be kind of a theme now. I'm keeping the clips, I'm keeping the ELACs, I'm keeping the Marantz NR1711, and I'm keeping the Anthem integrated 225, and probably do a video on that as well. But it's got way more power than this thing. It doesn't have a DAC, so I can run my M300 into it, SMSL M300 into it, and when it comes to integrated solid state amps, the heavier the better. The Anthem's like 47 pounds. This is like 27 pounds. So just off the weight alone is worth it. And it's cheaper. But that's used stuff. Definitely you have to search around for it. They both have phono stages and everything like that. Moon Audio, it's good. It's not $2,500 good though. I wouldn't even say it's $1,500 good. I'd say it's about $1,000 good. Maybe even less. And I probably will never be able to review anything by Moon again. They're not sending me anything anyway. Now all this stuff I buy with my own money. I don't have like Patreon money. I don't have advertisers or anything giving me. I take my money and I go buy stuff, and then I listen to it, and then I buy more stuff and I listen to that, and then I sell what I don't like as much. It's all good stuff. Everything I buy has been really good, but I'm just trying to find the best value that I can for my money personally. But if there's anything you'd like me to review that you may have, send it my way. I also ordered a Denon integrated amplifier that retails for $400. So what I was really wanting to do is compare the Denon integrated. It's got a sub out, it's got a DAC in it, it's got a direct mode, pure direct mode, to the $2,500 Moon Audio. So how far off is a $400 integrated amp from a $2,500 amp? And I'm gonna probably say it's not as far as you think it is. Definitely not as far as, my TV's going off. Definitely not as far as you think it would between this and an AV receiver that does surround sound, like Atmos and all sorts of filtering and stuff, but it still has a direct mode and a pure direct mode. It's actually really good. It's really close to this. And when you take into consideration everything you're getting with an $800 receiver versus a $2,500 audiophile piece of snobbery, I just don't get it. I don't understand why someone would do that. They do sound a little bit better, but in the grand scheme of things, unless you're actually A-Bing it right next to each other and I mean, I had to look and listen more than look, because it's music, to the differences. There are differences. They're subtle. This is better, but it's not 3 times better. So anyway, that's my talk, receivers versus integrated amplifiers, and I guess kind of a Moon Audio 240i review. It's very good, it's very well built, it's pretty, it's solid, it's heavy, it has a DAC that I don't think is as good as a $230 SMSL DAC. Would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it for $1,000. But that's just my opinion. And I probably don't have my my musical palate is probably not refined enough to be able to tell the difference. But I listen for enjoyment. And when I can sit back and just listen to the music, that's kind of like when I know I've found the right product, is I'm not like getting lost in the details. I'm not trying to figure out, oh, if it just had a little bit more, if it had 3 dB more bump at 4,000 hertz, it would be perfect. There's a couple of products that have made me just sit back and listen to the music. This receiver's one of them. This was it, but it just felt like a little light on the power. Dan Clark Aeon RT. I just listened to the music. It was great. Clips, just listen to the music. Elax, for sure, Elax, just listen to the music and enjoyed it. And that's what this is all about, right? It's enjoyment. I just want to enjoy things on a budget. So this comes with a remote, super big power transformer. Everything's good, soaked or solid, but I'm just not understanding the audiophile craziness yet. Anyway, please subscribe. I got my first subscriber. It's very exciting. I had comments on my first video. That's very exciting. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. Subscribe. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you'd like me to review. Obviously, I can only review stuff that I have, and I'll continue to do so. But I'm going to do things I think are relevant to everybody. Most people probably have a home theater. If they're at all interested in audio, they probably have a home theater. And I'm telling you, you can probably get a lot more out of that than you think you can. Also, I'm gonna review the SMSL M300 Mark II DAC. And there's a little bit extra turbocharging you can do to that DAC that makes it sound even better. And we can discuss that in the next video. Anyway, I'm Randy. I'm the cheap audio man. Wanted to be the cheap audio dude, but that was taken. So I'm the cheap audio man. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. I hope you come back, and I hope you watch my videos. Thanks.